Hey, Battle Tested, this is Arlo, and today we're going to do the bent press. So, I like to do it with a kettlebell. You can also do it with a dumbbell or a lot of other heavy things, but I'm going to grab the bend of the kettlebell with my thumb side bend, so that it offsets the kettlebell, just so it's not smashing my wrist the entire time. This offsets it a little bit, makes it a little more comfortable. We're going to start with feet just a little wider than shoulder width apart, and from here, what I'm going to do is I am going to reach toward the floor with my left hand as I push my hips back and press the weight toward the ceiling, so it looks like this. So I'm rotating and pressing, pushing my hips back, reaching toward the floor with my opposite hand. If I keep my eyes on the kettlebell, it helps you to maintain balance a little better with the bell. So from the side, a lot of people will try this without pushing their hips back, and it makes them tweak their knees all kind of funny. Their knees bend in weird ways. So if you're not driving your hips back, you have to bend your knees funny, so don't do that. We're going to start here. As I press, my hips are shooting back behind me. So the kettlebell should stay relatively above my feet, but my hips should be back behind my feet a ways. So then the other side, a lot of times you'll find that one side is harder than the other. My left side is harder than my right side. So for whatever reason, the mobility is just a little different, but I'm going to start to press, push my hips back, and reach toward the floor. So your knees can be bent a little bit, and that's totally fine. You don't need to lock them out completely. But it's definitely more of a hip hinge than a squatting movement. So this is a great exercise for the obliques. It's one of my favorite for the obliques, and quadratus lumborum also, lower back, all the way around the sides. Another thing it's great for obviously is shoulders, because it's a shoulder press. One thing I like about the bent press as compared to other shoulder presses with people who have shoulder issues is it's easier on their shoulders. So typically, as I press a weight, the acromion of the shoulder blade sits on top of the humerus like this. As I bring my arm up, it pinches the tendons, so if I have any kind of impingement or shoulder issue, that's going to create pain the higher up that I am. And so someone with impingement syndrome or any other type of shoulder issue, if I can do the press where I'm turning away as I bend over to the side, my arm never really comes above here, if that makes any kind of sense. So, so instead of pressing up here, where my shoulder is compromised, where the tendons are being pinched, rotator cuff tendon, bicep tendon, instead of getting compressed by the acromion between the humerus and the acromion, instead I'm in this position where there's plenty of space for them, and you still get a great shoulder workout. So, great strength exercise, vertical press, as well as core.